Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Pandia Empire. In the last episode we mostly dealt with our faction problems, made most of our vassals at least happy enough with us. We do still have this 22% independence faction and a couple of smaller ones, so we're not completely out of the woods probably, but I think we're not in any immediate danger of any factions firing, so that's good. We also declared war just for a single county up here, so let's continue with that. And we're 13 years old now, so getting closer to coming of age. Okay, so some of our vassal Maharajas are fighting among themselves. Not really a big deal. Once we finish this siege, we'll go and attack the army over here. This is jungle, so we're going to take a penalty, but I think that's okay. We actually should probably put some characters in charge of this. Might be something of a good idea. Well, in fact, they got away. Headed here. See if we can catch them in this county instead. Which we're not going to. But we might be able to catch them coming from here. And you created a Raj, okay. Alright, so we are going to catch them here. Deep thoughts interest me, but I would love to hear the answers to some questions. Okay, I'm not really sure what this is about, but we'll see if anything comes of it. I've gained the Shy trait. Well, that's not particularly good. Fortunately, we have pretty good diplomacy, so it is not going to hurt us too much, probably. And you're headed over here. Okay, then we'll just sit in this county and siege the other holding. I probably could have just assaulted that just as quickly. We could go up and head for the capital, I guess, or... probably any sieges will get us there quickly enough, so we'll just hang around in this area for the moment. Kill a single man there. And our ticking war score for holding our war goal is going to help us out too, obviously. About 22% from that already. Alright, one of our independence faction members has dropped out, so that's back down to a much less worrying level there. Alright, and you got this guy up to 93. I think we'll leave our Chancellor there just for the moment, just because this guy, I think, is our most powerful vassal, and probably the one we should be most worried about. Yeah. And 24% of our strength is stronger than I would like him to be, but it's not the end of the world. It's a fairly manageable size, I think. He's not going to be able to rebel on his own, anyway. We'll go and try and fight this army again. We're certainly not going to catch them there. A revolt up here in Bihar. Looks like a pretty sizable one. We'll be able to catch them here. That got us to 99%, so any more ticking war score at all will get us all the way. You, the Maharaja of Bengal, you claim that this guy is attempting to promote vile heresies. Well, we could threaten him unless he stays out of all factions, but in my experience that's fairly likely to backfire and make him just like us less, and he's not very powerful anyway, so we don't really need to worry about him. So we'll just keep it to ourselves. And there is 100%. We'll enforce our demands. Alright, so we are 14. About to turn 15 in November. And our Guardian is only a skilled tactician, so we would like to move ourselves to a different educator within the next year. Try and get a better trait. I've never had any problems making friends. To get someone to like me, I can twist and turn the truth until it fits. So we'll see what our Guardian has to say about this. I've gained the deceitful trait. Well, that's okay, I guess. It's even lower diplomacy, but we are still at 12, so it's not too bad. So we are 15. I'll just wait a few more months before moving myself. The question is what other education trait we'd like. I'd be happy with military stewardship or diplomacy, I think. We're doing fine for money. We do still have, of course, the feudal taxation, so we're getting a lot of money that way, and we may be able to afford to just keep that when we come of age, since we have gotten all of our vassals at least relatively happy with us by other means. So maybe stewardship isn't as important, and martial is probably not that important either, so maybe diplomacy is the thing we should try to go for. Probably make it even safer for us to keep feudal taxation high. Sure, okay. So we would like a Grey Eminence. You even have reasonable traits and are the right culture, so I guess we'll go with you. His traits probably won't matter because it's not really that likely we'll have many more trait generating education events before we come of age, but there you go. We have a new kingdom of, or king of Punjab, or queen of Punjab, apparently. Okay. Well, she's not especially happy with me. But we can probably send her a gift, which helps a little bit. We don't have any honorary titles available for her, but hope she doesn't cause too much trouble. I don't think Punjab is that powerful. Karkota. Yeah, she's not incredibly powerful. She should be in control of some of this land up here, I think, that is actually under our other more powerful king. If we look at our de jure kingdoms, yeah. It shouldn't cause too many problems, though, as she just forms a faction. It is only 4.3% of our strength, so really shouldn't be too much of a problem. This one that's at 14% though, maybe we should take some steps to deal with a little bit. What's 72 gold for only 17 opinion? I don't think so. Sind is forming a faction, but we know he's not powerful enough for us to worry about. So we are about 6 months from coming of age. And a 208 gold tithe is pretty nice. how about our new retinue? Are you close to being fully reinforced? We'll actually leave this down here, since once we come of age we're going to want to plot to revoke our 2 capital counties back from who we gave them to. And we can use our retinue down here to help us out with that. So, still various pretty small factions. You are actually in 2 factions. But, I don't know, even 18% is not too much to worry about. And you are also making a faction. So we do have a lot of factions now, but again, still none that are extremely large or worrying. So our regency is ended. We became a grey eminence, as we hoped. So that 22 diplomacy or 37 state diplomacy will certainly help us out with our vassals somewhat. Let's pick an ambition to get married. Then let's get married. And we are a genius, so I think if we can get a strong wife, that would be pretty ideal. And this is a very good character. She's only 14, so I'll have to wait a little while to actually marry her. But I think that would be fine. So a 14-year-old genius as well. I think we'll go for the strong character, though. Unfortunately, we aren't going to actually fulfill our ambition for a couple of years, but there weren't any other ambitions available to us, so it's not really a big deal. Let's do... We could take one of the extra diplomacy ambitions to really increase our diplomacy, make sure our vassals stay happy until we build up a good long reign bonus. Or we could just go with hunting, which is obviously one of my favorites. Or I think maybe we'll go with actually one of the extra stewardship ambitions. Let's do rulership for a while. Alright, and let's see how our increased diplomacy helps out with our factions. We should see some people dropping out. We are down to only 4 factions, which is an improvement. And we have a peasant revolt, which is probably not going to be too much of a problem if I had to imagine. Oh, it's all the way up here. Ugh. Alright, well, we'll just raise our extremely powerful vassal Maharaja's levies. He might even raise his own levies to try and fight this, unless it's not actually in his land. I think it's probably part of the other kingdom, Punjab, up here. And this county is probably going to be mountains. It's hills, okay. Could be worse then. We'll get our good characters in charge. Let's maybe actually not lead troops ourselves. Looks like the army from Karkota Kingdom is maybe gathering to help us out. You wish to intercede on behalf of one of our prisoners. Well, I don't know why he's even imprisoned. I guess we can let him go. We just have a faction forming. Let's see, do we have any other valuable prisoners we can ransom? Just do those 2. Not that we really need the money or anything. Okay, no river crossing, so we can safely go in from here. And we should be fine with twice their numbers. Okay, we'll follow them to the next county. Where we will catch them. Or we can invest in technology. I guess we'll go for legalism. Probably doesn't actually matter that much. We're not going to increase our crown laws, probably. Where are you headed? Over here. Okay. We have another peasant revolt, which may have crossed our borders from over here? No? Well, they're leaving now, so doesn't really matter. Alright, we're at 100% in this revolt as well. We'll enforce our demands. And we'll execute this man. And we'll lower these troops. Okay, so on to the business of revoking some of our counties. Faction's still looking reasonably okay, so we don't need to worry about that. I guess we'll start with Tenkasi. You are actually not too happy with this, so this isn't going to help us out with our opinion there, but unfortunately I do want to do it, so I'm just going to have to deal with the consequences. In fact, we're not even going to get to the requisite amount of plot power. I think we need 80%, yeah. Well, we can bribe a few people, I suppose. Well, let's hope that's enough. And it is. So I'll just put that army on her capital, and we'll raise some more troops when we actually issue the decision. Obviously she's not going to give up without a fight. Okay, so... Oh, I thought our retinue is actually a bit closer up here. That's fine though. We'll also raise your levy again. Should give us enough troops to fight her pretty handily. Okay, you are warning me that the scheming Maharaja of Pala Kingdom will make accusations against you. Okay, well. Noted. It looks like she doesn't have a huge levy down here, so, or up here. So we can send our troops over. It pains me to say, but there is a traitor in the realm. Yes, we heard about this. We can say that we think he is the real traitor, but he's pretty friendly to me, so I don't think I need to worry about that too much. Or I can say the evidence is nonsense, which would... oh, sorry, I have this the other way around, don't I? You are the guy who's supposedly the traitor. Okay, well, we can imprison him? I guess we can do that. That's fine. We'll just leave him in prison. He can't join any factions there. It looks like her army is gathering up here, so we'll divert our army up that way. And you are going to get annoyed because I have your levies raised, which is kind of unfortunate since he is so powerful and could cause me some problems in some factions. And my half-sister is of legal age, okay. Well, we could marry her off to somebody for some opinion bonuses, I suppose. Our vassal Maharaja of Malwa actually might be a good choice. Make sure that he stays in line. He's about to come of age. Oh, we just got a offer for her hand from a different kingdom. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to decline that one. Oh, and a dangerous faction. Alright, well, we're definitely going to have to do something about this one. Has your bribe worn off? It has. Okay, well, that will get you to 100. That should get you out of there. This is because we raised his levy, I guess, but it's, I suppose, not such a big problem since we can just bribe him out of it, assuming he leaves, which he probably will. Anyway, we'll have to continue our war and find out what's going on with these guys, who I assume are rebelling or something, in the next episode, because we're out of time with this one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.